Want me to go? You just need to hear it say. And you'll understand.
Yeah.
Call the meeting to order, July 10th, 2023, Greater Peoria Mass Transit District regular meeting. Roll call, please.
Trustee Ahart,
Present.
trustee Sterling Polk,
Present.
trustee Hare,
Present.
trustee Knox,
Present.
trustee McBride.
Present.
Have a quorum, sir.
Thank you, sir. Can everybody stand for the pledge of allegiance, please?
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, next item, the receipt and reading of minutes, regular meeting, June 12th, 2023. Has everybody had a chance to review the minutes? If so, can I get a motion to approve the minutes as presented? And a second.
Second.
Any questions or comments?
Is that Patty?
Patty, yes, ma'am. Yep, Patty and Don.
Thank you. Thank you.
Any questions or comments? Hearing none, can I get all approve the motion? I say aye. Aye. Nays? Ayes have it. Next item, receipt and reading of communications, our manager.
We have one communication. Oh, I
He's got one of those.
apologize.
Okay.
Too soon.
So no communications, but yes, no public comment. Got it. All right, report of officers and trustees. Anyone? Going once? Moving on. Report of standing committees. Ms. Patty.
That would be me and the ADA committee. I will let Desiree speak because she has all the details for everything that's going on.
Well, it looks like we're in good shape for this. Looks like we have 15, 16, maybe people. We've got all our food settled, I believe, Miss Patty. We'll double check with you about that. You have that quote there. The people at the Civic Center have been excellent this year, as always. The layout will be the same. I just think we're looking real good at this point. You and Emily are going to do your thing on TV, and I think we're just in a really good place. Thank you. Emily, anything you want to add?
No, I think, yeah, I agree with Desiree. I think we're in good shape. We've been promoting the event in a few publications. We're going to be doing a push on social media, doing some paid advertising. So we hope we get in front of some people so they'll come and enjoy the event.
I want to thank you both so much for all that you do for this event. I really appreciate it. That's it.
Any questions? For those of us here and the ones that are watching, millions watching at home, what is the date again so they know?
July 26th,
Thank you.
right? 4:30 to 6:30.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Okay, for the general manager.
Good evening. A couple quick things. We did sign our contract with Pekin again for another year. The cost is going to remain the same due to COVID funding. Working on the finance department's working on getting ready for the audit. I think they're coming along pretty good. Gonna have a meeting with them tomorrow just to double check. And we did end up with 1.7 million in ridership for last year, so we were up 12%. So I think that was a good thing. The only other thing is a couple things. With us is Bethany Potter. She's our finance manager. She used to be in the finance department and has been with CityLink quite a few years. So, and then I was remiss last month forgot to introduce Andre Allen, our new city council liaison. So I apologize, but he's here again this month. So
All good, no worries.
so that's about all I have. Oh, we will be meeting on the transdev issue next month. They should have everything to me, so we'll have time to digest that and get back to you.
Questions for the general manager? Thank you, sir. New facility update. Beth.
Hang on, I'm not IT, he doesn't move very fast. Hang on, it's like stuck. Just go, it's lagging.
So any Finch, backfilling, the retaining wall and excavating near Van Buren Street. S&W has been installing the retaining wall on Jefferson and Van Buren, and they should be done with the northeast portion by Friday, Monday, and we'll move over to the northwest. And then any Finches follow them accordingly. Overland is installing full base leads for the fencing. You kind of see those if you're out there driving around. ICCI poured concrete on the west side of the south building, and that is CityLink is taking that back over. Western installing air barrier and girth installation along the exterior panels. I'm not sure if you guys noticed, but that looks pretty neat out there. Tobin installing piping on second and third floors. Rock insulating on the second floor ductwork. And then right away it's framing on first and second, and we're pushing to get them up on third soon. A&J Electric roughing in first and second floors and installing electrical conduit boxes. River City Construction, we've been installing blocking on the second floor, and we also poured the concrete pads for the charger and dispenser. They both are currently on site, and initial setup is scheduled for Friday the 14th, and then commissioning will be later in the year. And then also today, the chassis wash was delivered, and we'll start installation tomorrow. Central Illinois Coatings installed residence flooring in the north half of the garage, and they will be starting the south half today, or they started the south half today. And it looks really nice. As for the budget, no adjustments to the GMP. Overall phases, we currently are sitting at 53.16% complete. That's mainly the bulk of it is phase B. Balance to finish includes retainage on the graph again, and then total gross bill to date, 23,183,401. And then pay up 26 will be submitted at the end of this. So as for the overall percent complete, again, phase A is 100, phase B is the 53.6. So River City and M2, we're still working together on the requirements for the occupancy and check schedule. We're trying to get a meeting set up with the city inspectors to kind of review the plan and see how that approach will work on what we're looking for the building. And then the northeast part is still on schedule for being handed over the first week of September. And then for phase C and D, there's currently no change to percent. Any questions? And then Kate did do some interior videos. That's all the second floor, all the framing and mechanicals.
It's the internet, it's not video capabilities.
Low.
The second one might be faster when I close this one out. What's the board?
Third.
That's the skywalk.
See, the second one's faster. There's too many videos for it. Yeah. There's a loop room. It's the foreman's office.
Usually we staff for hours. The holiday, we go on a time crunch.
Your little team is in the back.
Yeah, that's what you know.
Okay. Thanks, Beth. Report of the Transdev General Manager. Angel.
I'll follow my general. Thank you. So not a whole lot of extra stuff to report. Still the ongoing concerns of recruitment and retention. We do have 2 people that are graduating, should have graduated this afternoon. If not, they'll graduate first thing in the morning and be out on a route. So very excited about that. At this moment, we have a handful of individuals who are in the process for getting into class. We're just going through the qualifications process right now. As I've said many times before, it's a
little challenging right now with that. Outside of that, we still continue to work with Washington. We're not getting as big of a ridership as we kind of all expected at the beginning of this program. Kind of seeing an average around 120 trips a month with the same people that started with the service. Not a lot of new people. Some of the individuals who were riding with us during the school year through the work study program are graduated high school, so they're not with us in that capacity anymore. Our ridership has gone up, and our on-time performance went up by 10% year over year. I apologize, 10% from last month. So we're slowly increasing on that, and we're working diligently on that. As Doug had alluded to, Transit as a company is going to be working with him on some possible options for, some possible options for rate adjustments to include possibly a new software. It's not new to me, it's not new to some of my staff, but it'll be new to the service that Transit has operated. It was used before by the previous contractor and it was pretty successful. So we're looking forward to seeing if that's something that's going to play in Peoria. So hopefully we'll be able to have some information for you next month on that. With the first Transit acquisition, my boss has a new boss. I don't remember how to pronounce his last name. I apologize. This person is Paul. I'll meet him officially over the phone on Wednesday when we have our regional meeting, and then he'll be in town next week. Hopefully to meet with Doug and possibly Nick or Cameron, whoever is interested, just to get to know you and all into the service here in Peoria. And I really don't have anything specific other than that. We were supposed to have Kona Ice come out on Wednesday, but then I was told today by my drivers that there's a 77% chance of rain, so that's going to be rescheduled. So when we have that, I'll make sure to let you know that we wanted to pop by for that at some point. So we're trying to celebrate the drivers as much as we can because they do work really, really hard out there, especially with this heat and as busy as they are. We have a very loyal group that have been around for a long time. So we just want to do the best we can to celebrate them and all the achievements that they've been making in safety and in on-time performance that they're trying really hard to work out. So that's all I specifically have. Unless you have any other questions, I will report.
Any questions from the board? Thank you, Angel.
And when Kona Ice does come out, you all invite. Anyone can go and let you know when you have it.
Doug never gets us Kona Ice for the meetings. Kidding. All right, public comments.
We have one, Chair Ahart. You want to do drum roll? For you?
This is from Michael Chagard, 504 Northeast Madison, B1, Peoria, Illinois. Good evening, members of the board. I'm writing to ask the board to consider the extension of the 4 Sheridan line to the Lake of the Woods Plaza. I myself use the route nearly every day. This extension would connect a middle-income neighborhood with the rest of the greater Peoria Mass Transit District system. At this step, I would ask the board to consider an exploratory study into if it would be effective to extend the line by an extra 4 to 5 minutes each way to the Lake of the Woods Plaza. I forwarded this to operations and I will respond to Mr. Jaggard by the end of the week.
I just want to add that we did reach out to him. I called him to see if he wanted to be on and he did not call back.
Okay. All right. Board have anything, comments on that? Questions, issues? Hearing none. Old business, any old business? And on the new business. Ordinance 24-02 for levying and assessing taxes for the greater Peoria Mass Transit District for the fiscal year ending June 30th, 2024. Sir.
I get all the good ordinances tonight. This is about taking in money instead of spending it. So this is basically the ordinance or the levy on the Peoria County, its intent to levy a tax on real estate taxes collected in the Peoria area. This levy will subsidize the operations of the greater Peoria mass transit system for the fiscal year ending June 30th, 2024. The amount of funding we're looking at is $6,283,791. Recommendation that the Board of Trustees approves the above ordinance.
Questions from the board? Very, go right ahead.
Is this always the same percentage every year? Does it change?
The amount or the,
Well, however it's determined percentage, however, would you result in a dollar change? Is it always the same?
we did a 5% increase. Christine had used that typically in the past, and so that's what we use this year. If you go above that, then you have to get into some politics. So we're at like a 12.1% millage rate, and we can go up to 15-cent millage rate. So
Okay. Without having any kind of referendum or anything.
Correct.
Okay, thank you.
No other questions? Hearing none, can I get a motion to approve ordinance 2402?
So moved.
And can I get a second? Second. Roll call vote, please.
Trustee Ahart,
Approve.
trustee Polk,
Approved.
trustee Hare. Approved. Trustee McBride,
Approved.
trustee Knox, approved.
Okay, ordinance passed. Thank you, Sarah. Next item, resolution 2403, appointment of the IMRF authorized agent page.
yeah, so at this time, we would like to change that appointment to Paige Heron as the IMRF authorization effective July 10th, 2023.
Any questions from the board about this?
I just want to make a statement. I really appreciate, Paige, the things that you did for Juneteenth. I appreciate the information that you give us monthly on what you're actually doing. And I wanted you to know that I really appreciate what you're doing. That's it.
Can I get a motion to approve resolution 2403?
So moved.
And a second.
Second.
All in favor of approving resolution 23? Say aye. Sorry. Aye. Any nays? Hearing none. Motion passed. Congratulations, Paige.
Yeah.
Good luck, Paige. Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah, it's gonna take it one thing, yeah.
All right, resolution 2404, authorization to award a contract modification to Mueller Ltd. Phase 3B, change order in amount not to exceed $322,345. Nick,
Good evening. So the purpose of this summary is to authorize the general manager to award a contract modification to Mueller & Mueller for an amount not to exceed $322,345. So Mueller & Mueller, or M2, has been our architectural and engineering firm for the main building project since its beginning. With Amendment 7, the extended schedule recently being approved, M2's current contract would be depleted due to the extension of the project. This request is being presented today due to the timing of award for additional funding, as well as the new fiscal year starting on July 1st of this year. This modification would allow M2 to continue to serve as a district's representative as construction continues. This modification not only covers M2, but their subcontractors as well. This modification consists of 4 main items: the parking lot redesign, interior modifications that we did, expansion of construction and administration services, and additional design team site visits. So it is recommended that the Board of Trustees authorizes the general manager to award a contract modification to Mueller & Mueller in amount not to exceed $322,345, which would see them through until the project's completion.
board have any questions?
I do. I know you're gonna say, of course I do. Okay, this is just a lot of money, and I know that it's gonna take longer than December of 2023, but wasn't this amount of stuff included in the beginning when we first started this? So I need clarification on why we're going to 2024, when all along it had said, we were gonna be finished by 2023, that's not gonna really happen.
Right.
So
We
help
never,
me.
yeah, their original contracts didn't take them through until 23. So now with the additional year, we have to add more money to their actual contract. So the parking lot redesign, that's one big part of this.
Oh, you don't have to go through.
Okay, so I was gonna
I
read
mean,
through all of it.
I understand what you're saying you need it for. I was just asking, wasn't this included when we originally did the contract? Okay. And where is this money coming from? I believe it says a grant.
It's 2 grants.
that you're
So
gonna-
the additional $200,000 that we recently obtained will be funded through a 5307 grant with TDC, and the remaining difference is also out of a separate 5307 grant. It's grant money with local matches being used to pay for all of
And
this.
you are certain that this is gonna come to fruition with the money and the grant?
We already got the money.
Okay, fine, all right,
And like I said, this is not to exceed. Doesn't mean it's.
okay, all right.
I got a further question. I agree that it does seem excessive for 322,000. I mean, what actual design services would you get? I mean, is it broken down by hour? I mean,
It shouldn't be too much more into design. A lot of it is design work or redesign work that's already been completed, like the redesign of the parking lot. We did some third floor modifications probably 6 months ago. I think we did 8 months ago. We did some design remodifications. And then we also, since we're getting into the nitty gritty of all of this, we requested that a representative of the design team come here once a month to give answers to River City in real time. That way there's no more delays. So they come, we've seen that's very beneficial to have a design team rep come on site and walk around with all the setups, and they get their answer quicker. So that's a big part of it. And then there are additional construction administration services. So they help verify change orders, they go through requests for information submittals, and that's just all their fees are built into all of this. They just calculated all what they think a year's worth would end up being.
I'm here. This is Stephanie Code from Mueller 2. So I just wanted to chime in and help Nick out here. The extension of the construction schedule is a small part of this, this fee modification. Like he said, there's actually several things. Part of it is, there are 2 different design changes that occurred. And then additionally, the client asked for more construction support. Like Nick mentioned, the visits, which we're happy to do. But that is additional services we had not originally planned for. So it's not all about just the extension of the construction schedule. There's a couple different things, and we do actually have all of the hours broken down for the 4 different items with our 3 different, us, Mueller 2, and then our other 3 different subcontractors.
Board have any questions for Nick or Ms. Coe? Nope, hearing none, okay. Can I get a motion to pass 2404? Anybody?
So moved.
Can I get a second?
Second.
Roll call vote, sir.
Trustee Ahern,
Approve.
Trustee Paul,
Approved.
Trustee Air,
Approve.
Trustee McBride,
Approved.
Trustee Knox, approved.
Motion passed. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Stephanie. Resolution 2405, Downstate Operating Assistance Program Grant Agreement. General Manager.
My apologies that this came in so late, but IDOT sent it to me on Friday. And then I got one this morning for rural funding, so we'll bring that to the next meeting. But this is our Downstate Operating Assistant Grant Agreement. Did we finally turn this thing on or what? It sounds louder. Anyway, this is annual funding that we get from the Illinois DOT. This is about $28 million, so I thought it would be prudent to get it approved as quickly as possible. So basically authorizing me the permission to sign all agreements for the downstate operating assistance program.
What is that program? What does that consist of?
Basically, we offset all of our operating funding with this. So it's 65% of our operating calculation.
Board, have any other questions or comments? Okay. Getting a motion to approve resolution 2405
So moved.
and a second.
Second.
Roll call vote, please.
Trustee Ahart.
Approved.
Trustee Paul.
Approved.
Trustee Hare. Approved. Trustee McBride.
Approved.
Trustee Knox, approved.
Motion passed. Thank you, sir. The final item, the financial report, June 2023, board bills approval.
All right, in the financial, I'm not gonna read that part. Financial impact in June 2023, the total monthly operating expenses of $2,583,059.87 represent 8.18% of the fiscal year 2023 annual budget. This percentage is 1.47% less than the monthly projection. So I would like approval of request of $2,583,059.87.
Board have any questions? Hearing none, can I get a motion to approve financial report?
I approve.
And a second.
Second.
Roll call vote, please.
Trustee Ahart.
Approved.
Trustee Paul.
Approved.
Trustee Hare. Approved. Trustee McBride.
Approved.
Trustee Knox, approved.
All right, motion passed. Next meeting will be August 14th at 5:30, same place. Can I get a motion to enter into executive session at 6:02 p.m.?
Got it.
Sharon and Patty, thank you. I think
We're
we're
gonna need to cite the section that you're going in.
citing section, executive session closed pursuant to 511 ILCS 122C relating to employee matters. Now we're good. Everybody can go, but Bill. Nick, I'll come get you.
Can I get my stuff signed first?
Yes, yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, you're not gonna just. Yeah. You have,